Hi, and welcome to this video. This is an intro to the video you're about to watch. I decided to do an intro because I kind of went off in a few different directions. Anyway, this video is work. I was called back to work today, and I'm going to look at a house in Banner Elk, North Carolina. Anyway, in the video, in this upcoming video, you will hear like a car start and it is like loud, and that is not my car. That is a car next to me that I guess I was parked in a McDonald's parking lot, and they pulled in next to me, and I guess they probably started it to run their engine. It was a little hot today, not real overly hot, I didn't think, but a little hot, and they probably started the car so they could run their AC. But anyway, just wanted to let you know that that's not my car. Oh my God, I think it was a Jeep. I want to say it was a Jeep, but I could be wrong. Anyway, again, this video is just an intro, and it is, like I said, I went back to work today, part-time only. I haven't, I don't know how much I'm going to be doing. My bosses, of course, they assured me that it won't interfere with doctor's appointments, physical therapy, or anything else. But I'm also picking up some other, trying to pick up a little bit of other work as well, mystery shopping, and also DoorDash. Haven't quite got to those yet, and I will go over those, I'll go over that a little more later. But anyway, today was, visiting Banner Elk, which this video is being done after I've complete my day is done now. Went to Banner Elk, looked at the property. Anyway, but I'll talk about, that'll be at the end of the video. Anyway, so, I don't want to make this too awfully long, so I'm going to end for now and get to the main part of the video. God bless, peace, and let's get to it. Hi, welcome to my next video. This one is, about work. I finally got the call yesterday that I needed to go back to work, so that's where I'm at today. I'm on the road to go look at some property. Anyway, it came at kind of I want to say an inopportune time. We were planning on going dancing tomorrow night, up to a vineyard at another one of our favorite bands. We haven't heard in a long time. I don't know if I'll be able to be back or not. That is to be seen. Anyway, so I woke up this morning. The futon is really making my back hurt. I wake up in the morning, I am so stiff and in a lot of pain and very hard to move. Anyway, once I get, it's very difficult. I got up and then I laid back down for just a moment because I'm so tired. I have to. But anyway, so I moved around. I got up, I moved around. I am very stiff when I wake up, and a lot of it has to do with the futon. My physical therapist tells me that the futon is not good, not good sleeping, and that I need to do something else. I need to buy a bed. Anyway, right now I can't buy a bed. I don't have the money to buy a bed. My ex-husband thinks the futon's the best thing in the world. He bought it, and it's way better than sleeping on the floor. I've had to get down on the floor a few times to try to do my exercises on the fitness mat I bought, and it's hard. It's not easy. Anyway, especially since I have problems with my knee. So it's not real easy, and it's hard. It's very hard. So, in fact, I'm planning on buying another comforter to lay down in the floor over my fitness mat so that it'll maybe cushion it just a bit when I do my exercises. Anyway, so I woke up. I'm stiff. I'm hurting. This has been every day. Right now, there's not anything I can do about it. The futon is all I have to sleep on. So, or when I'm on the road, I'm in my car, so I don't have a lot of options right now. So there's not much I can do about it. I wake up and I'm hurting and I'm stiff, and then I move around and it tends to lessen up a little bit. I still hurt. I'm still hurting, but I'm sore, very sore. I don't know why the futon is doing that, but the physical therapist said that they're lumpy. I didn't really notice that. It's a pretty firm futon, and I think that might be the issue, because I've actually had to put and I talked about this in a previous video, I put a comforter, a really thick comforter I found at the Goodwill on it, and that helped a whole lot. But I still want to get another comforter to lay on top of that, maybe to cushion it a little more, and then see how that does. And if that doesn't work, then go to a fabric shop. It's a foam and fabric shop, and get some foam and put it underneath. Get the measurements and put it underneath the futon. See if that helps as far as sleeping goes. Anyway. But I woke up this morning and I haven't got that done yet. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do in the house. Anyway, so I woke up this morning. Obviously, today is kind of like today's work day. I'm also, as soon as I'm done looking at the property, I also have an appointment, my first appointment, to go and do one of my mystery shops. I'm going to try that. I haven't gotten to DoorDash yet. Anyway. Got up this morning, he made me some grits, I ate those, I ate some toast, sat down, we watched a movie on Tubi TV. I'm out of Wi-Fi hotspot, so tonight when I stop, I won't have any Prime TV or anything like that. I'm hoping that YouTube will play okay, because I can turn the quality down. Anyway, the last time I was on the road, before when I was just traveling, I was watching Hunter and Silk Stockings, and there are other things I can watch on there too. There's a few episodes of Fear Thy Neighbor, along with other Dateline and other types of documentary type TV shows, crime TV shows, that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm stopped here at a McDonald's. I stopped here briefly. I missed my stop. Anyway, missed my exit. Tried to whip over, couldn't. So I came up to the next exit. Now I got to turn around and go back to the next exit to head to the place I need to look at the property. I've got a couple places and already that I have to go look at property. The first one is Boone. The second one is Banner Elk. I'm going to try to head to Banner Elk tonight, this afternoon, and look at the property. Anyway, so, and then Boone tomorrow. I was hoping, like I said, we already had it set up to go dancing tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll get back or not. I was since I'm in this area, going to be in the Banner Elk Boone area, I was hoping to maybe complete my, I was hoping to go back to the Blue Ridge Parkway and make it up to Blowing Rock. Anyway, I was hoping to do that. I don't know if I'll get that done or not. If I do, that'll be in another video. I have another physical therapy appointment come Wednesday, and of course they're fussing at me. They're fussing at me about I'm not getting there like I need to. Last week they canceled the appointment, moved it up, and it was just too late. The week before, I didn't make it. I was out of the area, and partly my fault, but also I wasn't feeling great. And I didn't feel really good after the COVID vaccine. In fact, yesterday I wasn't feeling good at all, and I think I talked about this in yesterday's video when I went to go get my hair cut. This is the first day after my haircut. I got out of the shower. I was in the shower, and I was feeling not good at all. And I got out, and of course I had to push myself, because I knew that I couldn't cancel another physical therapy appointment. It's been a couple of weeks, so I knew I had to get there. I know she's fussing, and I don't know how this is gonna work out with me going back to work. My uncle and his business partners, my bosses, have all assured me that this won't get in the way of my physical therapy, and that I will be able to be back once a week, and that I'm going back only on a part-time basis, not full-time. Before, I was on the road for days at a time, weeks at a time, and when I was living with my ex-boyfriend, that really got in the way. That was a big issue. Going back to work, that was just huge. it just really, he really got upset over it, and it wasn't a lot I could do. I have to work. So anyway, but like I said, I got the call today, this morning. They want me to go back to work. Banner Elk, Boone. It's not that far away. I'm taking the, it's in North Carolina. I'm taking the Old Fort, North Carolina exit to head out to Banner Elk. So it's not really that far. It's like a 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive. So it's not that bad. Anyway, little further than I was hoping to go on my first trip out. I was hoping it to be only maybe an hour away, something like that, hour and a half, but, you know, gotta work, you know, I have to work, you know, gotta make money. There's no other way, you know, I can't support my lifestyle of going out and camping on the weekend and road tripping, etc., without a job. That's not possible. And I'm lucky to have a job that allows me to also be on the road. That's very nice. That's very nice to have a job that allows me to also, offers me a lot of flexibility and offers me the ability to be on the road at the same time. And then since today's Thursday, tomorrow I'll have property to look at, and then I'll have the weekend, and shouldn't have anything on Saturday. Anyway, I know we had it set up to go dancing tomorrow night and on Saturday too. So again, I don't know how that's going to work out. Anyway, I'm stopped here, and I'm almost at the end of my time on this app, and I need to get back on the road anyway and get to my stop. So anyway, I'll be back a little bit later and talk a little bit more about my my work. And I know I've promised to talk about my work in the past, and I haven't, but I'll be back to talk about it a little bit more a little bit later. Okay, it's the end of the day, and I just got finished eating. I stopped here at a grocery store, and I got at a Lowe's Foods here in Banner Elk. I got myself a salad. I made it to the house. I looked at the house. It's definitely, I think it's something that my uncle and my bosses will want to purchase. But I have to send the information over to them, and they'll make the final decision. Anyway, I wasn't able to get any video of the property. I did take some pictures of the property, and I'll talk about that and go over that in another video. But my bosses and my uncle told me if the homeowner, you know, doesn't want video or pictures taken, to not do it. Anyway, I always take pictures though, usually to send to my uncle and my bosses, so they can also look at the property. Anyway, however, they pretty much trust my judgment. But anyway, the seller, it was a couple, the missus, she wasn't, she didn't want video. She was okay with the pictures, but she did not want any video taken. And I understand that. A lot of sellers don't, and I have no choice but to respect their wishes. I would have liked to have walked through the house and maybe got a little video, to put out, for my next, to kind of include in my next video, but I wasn't able. So, pictures will have to, they'll have to do. The house was empty. It's something that, I believe, she inherited, and they just need to get rid of it. We encounter a lot of that where, people contact us, the heirs, and, mom or dad or grandparents or somebody, usually mom or dad, have passed away. And, excuse me, I'm a little full. Although I didn't really feel that full when I'm full, but it didn't really seem like I eat that much. I just had salad. But anyway, we get a lot of phone calls from heirs who have a loved one who passed away, and they can't take care of the property, and they just want to get rid of it. They can't list it through traditional channels like with a realtor, because a realtor, as a general rule, requires, if it's not ready to be marketed, or it needs repairs, or it needs work done, then the realtor, will ask them or give them a list of things they need to do to, so it can be marketed. People that just want rid of property, they don't want to have to dump in money just to sell it, and then it might sit on the market for a while, a year or two. Just depends on the area, depends on the market at the time. In this case, like I said, they're just, again, we've encountered this quite a bit. Heirs, they don't live in the area, and they just want to get rid of the property. And an investor, my uncle and his business partners, they're real estate investors, and that's what they do. I am basically the person who goes out, the consultant, the person who goes out and meets with the sellers, looks over the property, and decides what we're going to offer, and I make an offer. And if the homeowner or the seller, whatever, accepts it, then fine. If they don't, then oh well. In this case, she said she needed to talk to her husband, and they were going to talk it over. Our offer, we offered, I think, a very generous offer for the property, considering that it does need quite a bit of work. It's definitely a fixer-upper. Pretty much every house that we buy is a fixer-upper. Anyway, but she seemed pretty motivated. She from talking to her and from what she said about her husband, they seem to be very, very motivated sellers. They just want rid of the property. So I think that they will accept the offer. I don't know 100% yet, but I do believe they will, and I'll find out soon. Anyway, let's see. I'll be back in just a second. I'm using a different app, and it limits me to 5 minutes. I thought I would be able to get it wrapped up within about 5 minutes, because I don't want to make a really long video, because I just want to wrap this up. It's time for me to go. I have another stop, not tonight, but tomorrow. Anyway, as I was saying, I do believe that the missus seemed very motivated, and from what she said about her husband, he's also motivated to sell the property. So I do believe that they will accept our offer. Like I said, it was a very generous offer, considering that it needs a lot of work. We end up with a lot of houses like that need a lot of work. Some need more than others. Anyway, Banner Elk, it's not in my opinion, it's not the best area, because it's a very, very tiny area. It's just very, very tiny, and because of that, it's a long ways from really anything. I haven't really mapped it, but coming in here, it's a long way from anywhere, like probably the closest Walmart. I think the closest Walmart is probably in Morganton, which is probably about 30 miles away. So that is a long, that's a ways. There's one in Marion as well, and that may be a little bit closer. I don't know. I know that either Marion or Morganton are probably the closest places that anyone in this area has to shop as far as Walmart. Now, they do have a nice grocery store here, a Lowe's Foods. I was here probably a long time ago. It's been a really long time ago. About, probably in 2007. I think I came here around 2007. And I got lost. I had just purchased a brand new car, and I was, of course, out, driving, road tripping, whatever. I wasn't into it yet. In fact, that was the first car really that I really owned. I mean, it was my first real car. Before that, I had just driven, a car that my dad gave me. And because I live close enough to town, I could walk, and that's what I was doing. Well, anyway, and then my dad got sick, and I had to buy a car, and anyway. But, I ended up going out on a road trip, ended up here in Banner Elk. I totally got lost. I had no idea how to get back to where I needed to be. Back then, I didn't even have GPS back then, I don't think. Didn't have a map, had no clue. I made it back. I guess I just drove and finally I found the interstate, I guess, or found signs for I-40. But anyway, I was getting pretty, I remember I was getting pretty panicked because I had no idea how to get back to the interstate or where I needed to go. Thank God for GPS now. Anyway, but of course I could follow it back out. I've traveled and driven for so many years now that I could probably just drive it back out the way I came, and you know, and I'd end up back to, sooner or later I'd see I-40. And anyway, but that said, I don't want to go on any road trips because I'm down to about a little more than a quarter of a tank of fuel. And if I'm lucky, they'll get me back up to Morganton or back to Marion, and that's where I want to be. So, that's where, you know, where I'm going to be or where I'm going to be stopping for tonight. Anyway, there's not really anything out here. I did pass a campground, but it's a long way back. I mean, that was probably half an hour, 40 minutes. I mean, it was a ways back. Anyway, and it looked to be, I didn't stop. I didn't have time, but it looked to be pretty full. Anyway, okay, I'm getting it close to my 5 minutes again, and I'm not going to continue into the next one. I just wanted to give an update. When I saw the property, I made an offer. I'll find out later if they accept it. I believe they will. I'll talk about that a little bit later. In another video, I will come back in another video and show you some pictures of the house. But that'll probably be a little bit later. Tomorrow I have another house to visit. Don't know yet what the sellers will do in that case. Anyway, it's the end of the night. It's getting late. It's 7:30, 8 o'clock. I need to get out. I need to leave here and get to my last stop of the day. Anyway, or where I'm going to stop for the night. That said, God bless. Peace.